And we're live. Bet everybody has no idea what this is going to be the conversation of. We'll let some people get in here. Did you guys see the private chat? Can anybody do that for me?
I already did.
Appreciate you. We'll roll in. We are drafting trios tonight. We have a cool way to do that. I will announce that later. Nothing else really big happened.
I'm gonna mute myself.
Yeah. But yeah, we are announcing trios. We are and the way trails will work this weird. Yeah, Scumbag couldn't be here today. So the plan was we didn't know what. I won't even bother trying to do the initials right off the top of my head, but we didn't know what Tim and Nick were going to do, what day they were going to go. So we were planning for Wednesday. We told everybody Wednesday because we were sure they would do Monday or Tuesday. They decided Wednesday, so we decided Thursday. Scumbag couldn't be here. He did. He did go full Andy Reid. I do support it. He, as much as I've seen the man over the time, he has had multiple facial hair or hairs. This is probably the least offensive. I will never forget that blue hair day that revealed in front of me.
I remember the red hair.
I felt like an uncle, like an uncle that went to war and like came back and saw like his cousin, like his nephew, and like, oh, what the hell? But let's just kick it off. Anybody that goes second in these kind of conversations just is going to seem like an asshole when they talk about things, because I am not a politician. I do not have I don't have answers. They get to start something fresh. I have to live with what's left. So I just want to correct some things that were said last night that I disagree with, and I don't mean that to be drama filled, but it's just the facts that I remember. I was not offered fandom or fan zone to stay on this channel. Now, with that being said, I would have given both of those up if given the option, but I was called in the 11th hour of this plan, right after the last thing that we recorded on this channel, to tell this news. And good thing there weren't cameras. I kind of wish there was, but I would have not looked the best in that said conversation. If anybody's ever seen me in a challenge, anybody's ever been around me with a disagreement, I'm not always the most calm, cool, collected. I do have a witness, so that's always the best part of this. I do have Caleb Coho. He was there on the night. I did say that I should leave because I'm going to say mean shit. I was asked to stay, so I said mean shit. I don't like this idea. I don't like this idea at all. I stand by I don't like this idea. And it never feels great because you're the one left on the outside looking in. There were 3 admins left after this channel. It was me, it was Tim, it was Nick. And I was basically told, hey, you stay over here in your corner. We're going to go do this thing, and we're going to take 2/3 of the thing that you're doing with us. Sucked. Didn't feel great. I still, to this day, what they announced last night, excited for them. Have a great time. Do your thing. They could have easily done that stuff here. I will stand by that. They could have. We would have moved to whatever we needed to if we had to push it back a month to let it. I think this just hurts both channels versus helps both channels. They do have Virtual Survivor. We will not have Virtual Survivor. But I think I would have not created a website. I would not have created a Hall of Fame. I would have not done any of that stuff last year if I knew the rug was going to be ripped out at the end of the day. Tim says it was a month. Nick clearly said last night, been in the works for a while. I don't know what is true, what isn't, but I was told very late in the game. And I get why people don't want to tell me things right away because I don't handle it the best. But again, I don't know how I was supposed to handle that situation. They did say something at the top that you don't know. The people who do channels, not everybody's friends all the time. That's not how I saw it. I saw Tim as my best friend in this community. I think a lot of people would. I drove many miles to see him and hang out with him, and it feels dirty to this day. I don't like how it went. So, with that being said, we had a lot of conversations off the. I remember we got off the call. I sent a text message to my leadership chat, which is one person missing. Dylan Van Thine is in my leadership for Melee. I do not surround myself with just yes people. I surround myself with people that really just brutalize my opinions and my choices and tell me when I'm wrong. But I grouped them together and I said, Melee is done. It is off. We are closing the door. I don't want to speak about it. And then 7 messages later, they're like, what the hell? That sucks. I know you don't want to talk about it, but can we talk about it? And then we talked to the video store. And then we said, hey, maybe Melee goes to video store. Mike and Nazario, 2 of my best friends in this community, said, hell yeah, let's let it happen. No problem. Then co-host stayed in that call with Tim, and Nick showed up later. I left because I had enough of it. They wanted to give us multiplex entertainment. After that, I went on a call with my leadership group. We talked. Me and Mark said, Mark teamed up with me. We have some young guys in our group. Some still in college, some living on their own for the first time in a while. Different life circumstances. Me and Mark are up there in age, older than most, but he said, I'd rather pay for it and do it than not do it. So we decided to split the StreamYard. We will continue Multiplex Entertainment as a Melee show. I want to dismiss some myths off the stop. No, we will not be doing a fandom show at this point in time. I'm not going to copy what they're doing and taking it and doing the weird stuff. That just seems like disaster waiting to happen. Does that mean there won't be a second league at some point? No, I think we need 2 leagues. I've said that from the start. I think we need 2 leagues to be multiplex entertainment. I think we need a counterbalance. I think we need a home for people that like geeky, nerdy shit. And I think we need people to like general movies and wants to talk about, fucking Henry Ford, not Henry Ford. That's the person who invented the Model T. John Ford. That's why I don't play actively movie trivia. I did make it to final act. Fuck all you. I don't think any of you else did. But here's the thing. Shut up, Mr. Final Act. So here's the thing also. I think what happened with why this year was different than most year, and they said, there's some stuff you don't need to know. I say yes, you need to know. Tim and Tuig have never got from us a pushback on what they want to do with their channel and anything. I've never, because Tim paid for the StreamYard. He managed the Facebook page. He did the YouTube channel. I never thought it was my place to say anything, even if I disagreed with stuff. We were told this year at Final Act that we had a plan going to Final Act that we wanted our trios at Final Act. In the format that we wanted it in, we were told it couldn't happen that way. So we were told no. I pushed back very hard. Some people say because I was in Final Act. Nope. I just felt like Trios was a massive success. People loved it. I felt like it needed a time to shine at Final Act. Our group also agreed with that. We wanted to do 2 3-hour matches in the same night, similar to what we've done with cash-ins. It didn't happen. We had to make it a title match. Fine. We did it, and then this news broke. I also was giving up Melee at the end of the year because I was going through some family stuff that no one really knew about. Tim and Nick don't know about either. And I just needed to drop it because I think I was going to do more damage than good. My wife told me to stay. She thought this is my outlet. This is like my recreational softball league. This is an outlet for a lot of players that enjoy playing, and it's a brief 30, 40 hour away from their normal day life. So don't take that away from people. Do it. You'll be more miserable if you don't. So, and they wanted to make changes to Movie Melee that I hated. I just did. I've been through multiple iterations of Movie Melee. I have resurrected it with Brian and Caleb. Me and Caleb Boatman almost killed each other multiple times. on multiple calls, working together, fixing it. I've built a writer room up. I've tore a writer's room down. I've changed rules. I've went back to it. I've brought in Caleb Coho. Some tell me still to this day that I'm crazy for doing that. He's been the closest person in this community beside Tim that I have rode with on everything. And I'm the one person that I can just tell him he's an idiot and call him a moron. And he may disagree, but he can take the backlash when it happens and sometimes improve, sometimes not improve. But I would not cut him at this point in time just because he's a great ideas bounce off guy. On top of everything, I brought Payson, I brought Dylan, I brought Mark to the leadership that they are. They are fantastic. The show would not be even close to successful as it was without them. Then we have an amazing writer's room. I will forget people if I name them, but like Spence Kaiser, there's multiple people. They do outstanding work. This show does not run without my team that we built. And we lost an editor. I picked up editing skills. We did this, we did that. So with that being said, to save all the drama, we will be back for 2025. Movie Melee is here. We don't know our release schedule. They said last night that they want to take Tuesday through Thursday, maybe Friday. Right now, Movie Melee is actively on Thursday and Friday. And I'm not going to be petty and like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Movie Melee coming to you. Like, I don't want to do that. It may be Friday, Saturday, Sunday is what we switch to, but we have a full slate open right now. I've reached out to some people. Believe me, do not message me for a lot of things. I have messaged some people about revamping the channel, doing some things, coming up with this idea. There's a pitch right now. I will not describe what the pitch is, but Kirk, Payson, and Barr are a part of it. It will be on this channel. They will be doing stuff on the channel.
Super excited.
It's a really cool idea. I like it. But I'm ready to get back to the old multiplex. Rules don't matter. Schedule don't matter. Let's have some fun. You'll still get your 3 to 4 matches a week from Movie Melee every week, and we will just be running. Mayhem will still happen this year. Final Act, if those are the names we decide to go with. They will still happen. They will just be in bigger Melee variety shows, basically. They just won't be geek related. But with all that being said, again, good luck in your future endeavors with them, with TBNT Inc. I hope they, again, as Tim the person, I love him to death. I wish the best for him. I hate that our friendship kind of has crumbled. It hurts. Me and Nick were on the way out for a while. So, again, I was part of Virtual Survivor. Go watch it. It's a lot of fun. I had a blast doing it. With that being said, onward and upward. We're gonna talk about what happened at Final Act because that was crazy. Had some good stuff. Then we're gonna talk about the future because there is some future fallout from them being gone that we will address. So that's a good point. I can address that off the top. There will be an award show. It will be a Melee award show. It will be here. We have our categories. We have everything picked. It will be us. We just won't have anything. It would be funny. We just, because it was under Multiplex and random, we just pick all fandom ones too. But that's besides the point. We will do our own award show. I think putting us together right now to do a combined award show, North Korea, South Korea, I don't know if that's the greatest idea right now. Russia, Ukraine, don't think those are great ideas putting them in the room together. So we're not going to do that. Let's not. But yes, there will be an award show. It will be in the middle of the time. But let's talk about Final Act, and then we can get into the stuff. These dudes are thank you also, Brian. Brian edited 2 of the Final Act matches. If you watch them, you know. My computer decided to sure, send them over. I know, I got you, Matt. They were crucial. My computer decided to hate teams matches. I got editing that team's title match 3 times, and it cut out at the 90% mark 3 times. And I just decided, hey, that match never happened. But I felt bad for the winner because, and Mark and Jake would have paid really good money for that match not to happen. But Final Act, you 3 or you 2 goofballs probably at the bottom with a little bit more passion can talk about what happened. And Act 5 altogether.
Sure. Payson, what a fucking wild Act 5 we had.
Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah, this was I think this final act and Act 5 in general sort of capped off this year as probably the best year Movie Melee has ever had. Like, we've been talking about it all year, the enthusiasm, the passion we've seen from both the players and the writer staff. Like, it is the most fun I've had working on this team. It is the most fun I've genuinely had competing. And I didn't win a single damn match in singles. And it still is probably my favorite year playing just because of how much fun everything else was. I think Trios was such a fun time. Do we just want to recap everything and like just highlights of the act before we head into final act? Like, am I
Sure,
allowed to?
we can touch on the big stuff. People watch, they know what happened. But
Yeah,
just to get them up to speed, we'll start with singles. Cameron Holtzman defended once again against Cameron Redshaw. He tied Andrew Barr's single win record and 8 consecutive wins. Really impressive season out of Holtzman, maintaining that belt by beating Doc, who also had a really good year coming back out of retirement and really put up a great showing, winning last one standing, coming in first match, winning the belt, a tough loss to Jeremy Adams, and still then winning the singles title gauntlet, which I think the gauntlet was one of the coolest things we have this year, is bringing all the former champs back to play in that gauntlet. And having Doc come out of that being the winner was a really cool moment as well.
He also started in that gauntlet very rough. Like he was positioned to be out early at certain parts because he just couldn't get his footing, and then he found his way.
Yeah, it was just an incredible win on his part, and an incredible performance from a lot of people. Like Jake Marangoni also was the runner-up in that. Put up a lot of great rounds. I'm excited to see Jake. Was excited to see Jake there compete in the singles round. Again, it was fun to see. So big ups to Holtzman for defending that belt once again. Second defense now, I believe. Payson, right? That's the second. Yeah. And then in trios, our inaugural trios championship, we had these two. Yeah. Pointing's hard with the mirror. Payson and Cody played against each other with their teams. It was really cool to see. Self-deprecating. We seeds were arbitrary. Who cares? There's the 16 seed. They're the
reached the finals.
Seed.
Crazy.
And went all the way to the end. But it's also crazy to see Payson not only win that whole thing, but win that whole thing with quite literally his mental health in check. At the end of it, by having Jack and Nazario on a team with you going all the way through. I don't know how you managed to win the title, but also to keep your sanity in the midst of it. So that I think that's an equally impressive feat through that.
Yeah.
Trios was great.
Trios was great. Teaming up with Jack and Nazario, I've said I think it's made me realize what was the quote by Luisa about the slice? I think I'd rather get like
hepatitis.
Yeah. Playing with Jack and Nazario is kind of like getting hepatitis. There's just nothing good about it, and you just want it to end. Yeah. But like, we were somehow able to pull it out, and I'm excited to see where we're gonna go. I think that teams match rightfully we haven't talked about the teams match yet, but yeah, I think Holtzman main event, Holtzman defending twice. I think the fact that he's coming up on that record against Barr, I think is crazy. And excellent teams match between Sexual Chocolate and Back to Formula.
Absolutely, the teams title match closed out Melee for a reason. It's been a great year in teams across the board. We've had 4 different teams champions between Judgment City winning it or defending it from Kumite, losing it in the rematch to Ginyu defending it against Bring Out Your Dead, and then just being like, hey, we're done. Which to this day is still one of the biggest showrunner scares of all time for me, is just finding out in the post-match that my champions are fucking gone. Crazy shit. And then to have Back to Formula win it in the match of the year, really, with Blame Canada, an incredible game. And it then to even get really close with back to formula in the defense with Sexual Chocolate, where Sexual Chocolate comes on top in another crazy close game. So that was a really cool moment to see for Rue becoming a Melee champion, and Ryan both. But Ryan was almost a singles champion last year, like was literally a round 5 away from beating Bar. And it's insane to see both of them finally holding belts and doing it off the back of an incredible Turmoil performance as well. So
Turmoil was
And
incredible.
this is not a shot, and it may come off as a shot, but it's not. With us switching up Melee for the way it is now, I don't think there's a player that has benefited more than Cameron Holtzman. Because Cameron Holtzman has always been an elite player, always top 10, always doing well, but he could never grab the big one. Now that we did drop the difficulty, and that doesn't take a shot at him because I still think he competed so closely when it was old Melee, so that wasn't the thing. But now the playing field is brought together. They're now at the equal playing field, and you have to capitalize on what it is. And his ability in those 2 extra rounds that he's really good at, and he doesn't let things drop normally, it proves how great of a player. Like, look at it. Like, I think he would even say it this year, especially he's 8-0. Like, in singles, could not like they were just that good of a player. But like, it's interesting because he's also a team with Cameron Redshaw in the season, and they didn't get to where they probably wanted to this season. But they both played for the title at the end of the year. So like, the way this game is leveled now, and you have to bring it at all times because, again, I would say, I don't remember what the poll said, but Sexual Chocolate versus Back to Formula, I'm pretty sure the poll's pretty lopsided because Jake Randoni, former champion, Mark, no slouch in teams ever. They won the title, great performance. Fandom players, you would say, but dabble in Melee, but like, they love fandom. Took it where they needed to. Like, they won the belt. So the playing field is even. What used to be those same 10 people would just trade off belts. Anyone can win the belt. Up until Cameron, no one was defending. It was just trade off one time after time. So, like, I'm just saying, like, if you think, like, oh, Melee, you can take it serious, the field is open. The field is wide open in future seasons. Like, self-deprecating, you would say, like, us as a team should not have done well, and we didn't. Like, but like, we covered so many blind spots for each other that we just gelled super well. So again,
true.
Yeah, I and it's weird if Cameron Holtzman doesn't have the season. Again, the awards haven't come out, but if he doesn't have the single season, it's like Rue killed it across everything.
He did.
Like, Rue killed it across every division that wasn't part of Multiplex this season, and was able to cap it off with a Melee title. I think it's great. Turmoil, especially, like, they got to the end of Turmoil. They lasted the most rounds, then made it to the end, and got to play Stallions in a 3-round general trivia match.
Rue and Ryan can confirm when they came back into the call and they saw that Brian and Joseph were on the table, they were both kind of like, well, it's been fun. Let's just have a good time. And then you felt it with that victory when they won. It was like they just won the lottery right there.
Yeah, true. It's true. No, I also think that Turmoil overall, Payson has said it a lot, the best Turmoil we've ever put on. I think it was an incredible Turmoil. To bring it back, to have all the teams perform at the level they did, to have it come down to a legendary team like Wild Stallions who agreed to do that event for us, with the possibility that they were going to win it right then and there. That title, and to have Sexual Chocolate survive those rounds, come in and beat Stallions at what they arguably do better than anyone, which is just general no strength trivia, is an insane.
It's not only that. The amount of teams that were in at the beginning, Blame Canada, Bring Out Your Dead, like these beers, like these top teams sitting there. And the two that were deciding the most rounds were Jersey Boys and Sexual Chocolate.
Yeah.
If you're telling me can't be your league, I got something to tell you. You got a shot. Anybody has a shot in this league.
That's another person, just to give a shout out to them as well. Dean Manis, unbelievable comeback season out of him. A great run there in Act 4 with singles, carried over into Act 5 there with turmoil and teams. Dean just picked up the ball and just ran with it.
And he went hard into fandom this year, like hard.
He just was taking like a chill backseat melee season, and it was just like unbelievable light switch moment for him. So I'm really excited to see how Jersey Boys and Dean do next season. I think Dean's on a crazy trajectory right
now. Okay, so that kind of puts a bow on our season overall. I do want to talk about some changes going forward to next season that we all need to be aware of. With Fandom and Fanzone leaving, Fandom is leaving Melee. We're not going to just keep one thing and not the other. Like, doesn't work like that. So, Fandom in round 3 is officially gone and retired. But there are good news. They're good news. You can still pick, like MCU. You can still pick Star Wars. You can pick this stuff. The issue is moving forward, you can't pick creature features. You can't pick horror icons. You can't pick whatever the case may be. But there's a benefit. Isn't just yes. This is definitely like playing a video game and finding out your favorite gun has been taken out of the game. Yeah. Like its hit points has went down by like 5 points, and you're just like, no, that's the best gun in the game. Well,
when you read that Smash update and see your favorite fighter is now way weaker, you're like, damn it.
I do have a question. I don't know why we're having this level call, but I'm going to do this. James Bond, can you just do the same amount? You can still do, because Fandom is different than what James Bond intended, because isn't there 2 other films that
you count? Just say Eon Bond.
Yeah, Eon Bond, okay. You always say Eon Bond, and you'll get the exact same amount. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was making sure. You said, yeah, so round 3. So round 2, the benefit of it is when you pick MCU in comic book movies, there would be no other Fandom comic book movie. That is no longer the case. You can get a DC. You can get a Worlds of DC. Not saying you will all the time. There are other comic book movies, but that's the benefit. Comic book movies, especially in round 3, will stay there. You will have that as an option. Your animation category will have your animation. So instead of taking those deep, but those are being changed. Because if the Band-Aid is being completely ripped off, if they're leaving the house, we're going to have to make sure it works the same. So I want to address off the top. So sorry for nerfing. And near the end, Joe, you said no, but like in your trios and stuff, you'd been thankful Fandom to be gone because you struggled at the end. What else was I going to say? I think that's it on the rule of that change.
Yeah, that's the big change.
And just to clarify one thing, I know I say this every single time. You cannot pick horror icons anymore, but you can still pick Freddy versus Jason because they have that one movie. So if you can technically combine those things. Same with AVP. That being said, you cannot pick Nightmare on Elm Street and Halloween because never been connected at all.
Henry Ford.
John Ford, yo.
Henry Ford. Herbie Hancock.
He's a musician.
Niner? Is that a walkie-talkie? Okay. What else? Okay. We do have what's coming.
Mm-hmm.
If you're here and you're around, you're going to find out if you made Golden Ticket. Because Golden Ticket will be back next year.
Oh, yeah, baby. Golden Ticket, Act 1. Let's go. Act 1 is a fun name, but we'll say because it's
So Act 1 will contain of a lot of debut teams, a lot of returning teams that will get a shot to lead towards a picture that will pay off in Act 2. Act 1 teams match has been decided. I think we broke the news to Rue.
We did.
His fuck was when he saw Stallions, his double fuck when he knew it's the return. Judgment City will be back, and they will be challenging They sat out a very long time. Judgment City will be playing Sexual Chocolate in the first defense of the season of teams. That one's done. Golden ticket. Let's find out who those people are.
Absolutely. You want me to just go down 1 to 16?
Yeah.
All right. Number 1.
So 1 to 16 or 1 to 12?
Or 1 to 12. I meant 1 to 12, not 1 to 16.
Okay. Just making sure we didn't change anything, but I forgot that.
I'm so used to 1 to 16. Number 1 coming into the golden ticket. We've said his name a lot. It is Amaru Moses. He is in the golden ticket. Number 2, we said his name, Igor Kosik of the Jersey Boys. And we said his partner's name. Number 3, Dean Manis. All 3, golden ticket, right up the top. 4, he's in the chat, or he was earlier, Nazario Montenegro, golden ticket, number 4. Number 5, Kirk Kowalkowski coming into the golden ticket. He hasn't been in one of these yet. He's been kind of absent until the second half of last year, so him coming back in golden ticket, going to be awesome. Number 6, James Puckett, which means he then takes on number 7, Kaiser Wang. Number 8, he's in the chat. He just talked a little bit ago, Joe Farrelly. Number 9, Jacob Cameron. Number 10, Raiko Kreminitz. Number 11, Scott Harvey. At number 12, Bill Carriola. The golden ticket, to remind you, Nazario.
No, absolutely not. I'm not falling for your stupid game. Go watch our channel. You Goomba.
Goomba.
Also, I want to make this on the record. We have not sent out the announcements, but I want to get ahead of this because now I don't know what's happening with the other channel. We do the same thing to kick off the event. I just want to get ahead of this and plant our flag on what day we're doing it. January 12th, 8 EST, last one standing. That will be the date. If you are invited, you will be in that event. Same rules have applied for the last 4 of these. Be there. January 12th, 8 EST. And if you're not in it, sorry. I only have 35 spots, which you'll find out later. Trios, I've had to cut people. I've had to cut friends of mine. I had to cut people today. It's rough. Everybody wants to play trios. Wasn't good enough for Final Act, but a lot of people want to play. With that being said, last one standing. 3 things. Win the event, title shot. Most rounds, MVP. If you fall in a negative record category for your singles or teams, you can reset your record. Most rounds survived. We will go off of, if you tie on that, then we will, accuracy, I think, is what we decided. But that will probably not be decided the night of, because that's a hard thing to keep track of with 35 people. We will do the work after the fact and then announce, and then you can decide. So, for example, Mark Menchaca, my good friend, team record, very good. Singles record, a lot of you could benefit from a win at some point from Mark and Menchaca, probably. Or the writers like to screw him at times. We've done that to him before. Anyways, reverse the thing. He cannot reset Factor Formula's record because it's too good.
That'd be amazing if he did. That'd be amazing.
He can reset his singles if he doesn't. So some of the middle tier players or the players that can't battle out of 500, like below 500 for a while, they win 1, they lose 2, and they just keep staying in this -3 record normally. Because when we did it the previous year, Eric got the record reset. Looking back on it, Eric shouldn't have been in the record reset. Because if you were a rookie last year, you're probably not going to be in the record. You won't be eligible. Even if you've lost 3 in a row, you have plenty of time in your career to pull yourself out of a 3 loss this early. Mark has been battling. He needs the record reset if he wins the record reset. But good news to everybody. It's a special event. It's Mark Menchaca. He sucks at them.
Yeah,
So
ain't gonna
he will not be getting the record reset.
Damn.
We'll do you guys. I guarantee it.
Damn.
So that will be happening. Those are the three things that you can look forward to. I will say it again. January 12th, 8 EST, hosted by at least Payson. At least Payson. I don't know who the...
Dang it, I was hoping to play in it, Cody.
Don't do that to me. You offered to volunteer to write. Even though I think Brian Michaels is out there and offered to write. I don't know. We'll talk about this. But right now, Payson Johnson is going to be on the desk as of right now. Everybody else probably is going to be playing.
What do
Fair
you
enough.
mean, Tim?
What
You've lost your hair. You grew it on your face.
Oh,
He
he doesn't know about the balls.
No, probably not.
Mustache and
Well, we all knew you were balding. We just didn't know at the rate you were going to bald. Okay. Can we talk about the thing?
Jesus Christ, Bowman.
What? I hope the what was to that and not to what if you're still alive.
No.
Can we announce the cool thing?
What?
Okay. So, trios, big success. A lot of fun. I'm going to give... So, I wanted to do this format for a really long time. I just never knew I could do it. Then we have a great man on our trivia staff, Ryko. Ryko pitched this idea. He already had me because I was already sold on it because I wanted to do this format. So, with trios this season, I should have pulled up his messages just to make sure I have the thing. Give me 1 second. But trios, to announce it off the top before I get into what we're doing, there are only 45 players that will be randomized into teams. There are 48 total. There's only 45. Congratulations, Payson. If you had fun last year with your team, you're going to run it back this season.
Oh, really?
Drugs has won the championship match, so they will be back this season to defend their crown in this new thing. Now, with that being said, we had a conversation when we planned to do losers bracket and everything like we did, that they were going to be able to pick their first round matchup. That's just what they were going to be able to do. But we changed our format. So they will have a different plan. We are bringing the World Cup format to trios. So, with that being said, every trios match, every trio team will get 3 matches minimum. There will be a group stage. It will last all the way probably to the end of Act 4, like the middle of Act 4. Because there's only 7 matches after that to decide the winner. But the group stages will be decided tonight. Drugs will be in Group A. Then I will pull this lovely hat up to pull the teams out of. The second team, and yes, me that hates soccer with a passion, we're doing it. I also toyed with the idea that each team name has to have a country.
Max, country, yeah.
But I figured that was going to be a terrible idea. So, with that being said, here we go. Okay? So, your group stages. Drugs will be in Group A. The first 3 names that I draw out of the hat will be the first team in Group B, Group C, Group D, then back to A. All 4. There will be 4 in each group. You will battle your team in the group of 4. Okay, listen. I don't know what you're saying, and if that's offensive, I don't do that. It's already a group of death. Yes. So this is what will happen. You will play your group. The top 2 seeds will leave the group, but we are doing a point system. It is not just win and get in. We're doing points. So here we go. A knockout is 4 points. A technical knockout, which means that your team doesn't have to answer a question in round 3, is 3 points. A regulation win, 2 points. A loss is 0. And my favorite thing ever, a tie is 1 point.
What?
That is 100% correct. Drugs versus me, Coho, and Mark. We finished 32-32. We're just going to leave the StreamYard, and there will be no winner. I can't wait for you competitive bastards to watch your heads explode live on call when you don't have a deciding winner.
Wait,
But that's how you'll...
So you're saying we don't have to furiously write 5
No.
sudden death questions?
So no sudden death in the group stages. There will be sudden death in the normal format because we have to decide a winner, penalty kicks and everything like that.
Yeah.
If two teams will advance to the knockout stage, in case there's a tie to end group play, the following stats will be considered: point differential, how much you scored while you played, accuracy percentage, head-to-head record if you played them. Better than the World Cup, we will not decide this by a coin toss. They do that. That's crazy.
Why?
And then once we get out of the group stages, it's basically Group A winner will play Group B runner-up, Group C winner will play D runner-up, Group B winner will play Group A runner-up, and vice versa until you get to the final. The finals will happen at the end of the year in 5 rounds. I'm so excited, and I can't hide it. So trios, better, no losers bracket, no crazy thing back and forth.
We don't do promos.
No, we don't do promos, but Brandon, you always know you have a special spot in my heart. Excuse you? Tribal what?
It's a wrestling thing. Don't have, yeah.
Acknowledge me. Okay, I know who that is.
Got it.
So that is what's happening. So there will be 24 matches in the group stage. There will be a lot. We are going to do our job of operating between each week or when we set up matches, they will come out weekly. The group stages will come out weekly all the way leading up to it. So we will do a Group A, a Group B, a Group C, a Group D, and it will alternate like that. So you may not play, but everybody will be playing at some point, okay? Any questions on that format?
Let's draw, baby.
Love you, Michael. Okay.
First time ties have been a thing in this. Have they really? Have they been one?
Literally never done ties in any league ever. So
he messaged me last night and he goes, "Idea for trios," and I said, "I've got an idea. It's just think World Cup." And I went, "Shh." And he's like, "Lips are sealed. Got it." Michael's one of those guys you can message and tell him something, it ain't going nowhere because really he probably doesn't talk to half the competitors in this league. So that's a smart person to message. What about corner kicks? Yeah, I'll kick you right in the dick. Okay.
In the corner?
Right in the corner. I'll make him go to the corner first before I kick him in the dick.
I actually really love that. Love that. Anyway. It's a
there was one more thing that was crucial about this season that I'm forgetting. It was a change that we were. Yes, got it. I'm here.
Oh,
I'm here.
Yep. Here we go.
Round 3.
Oh, never mind.
Of a title match. Oh, well, we're put in the private chat.
This is way more important. Yes, go ahead.
Well, put what you were thinking in the private chat.
Bye nicknames. Bye nicknames.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Coho stays on the channel, but where the shotgun was supposed to be turned on him, I turned it on his favorite thing, nicknames. We're dead. Sorry.
Okay.
I love that you like to call yourself something. I don't want it. You are bad at promos. You're also bad at picking your own nicknames. And I've always felt if you pick your own nickname, that's also weird. Just personal preference. Don't want to be rude to you guys, but no offense. If you want to blame anybody, Cameron Redshaw, you were the final nail in the coffin. If I had to hear Cookie Wise one more time, I was gonna quit the channel. And I'm the editor, so that was up for me. This is an important thing.
Yes.
Title match round 3. Deep cuts. Everybody loves them.
Oh,
has a lot of fun with them.
No, we don't.
Payson and Dylan presented the idea. I think they figured a little pushback would come from me, but I have zero pushback. I agree 100% with this. We are dropping the movies from 4 movies to 2 movies. 2 movies, and you get 2 questions from each.
Mhm.
That's I know. I remember. New Hope. What's up? Never used it ever.
And then I changed it to the Lord. You were Lord Cody Newberry this year.
Yeah, I'll kill you right where you stand. Also, we are not doing we're not doing nicknames. 2 questions from the deep cuts in the situation. That will be the deep cuts rule. Do I announce round 4 right now? We haven't figured out round 4. There are a change coming to round 4.
Yeah.
Just in the amount of bets and the situations, just because not here anymore, we're going to probably adapt a little bit of the betting round into the round 4, what I wanted it to do in the first place. So that's it. But yeah, there will be only 2 deep cuts. There will be only 2 movies to deep cut moving forward in Melee. Woo! Okay. Do we get teams?
Let's do it.
Anybody want to say anything else? Teams?
Good.
I know. Sorry.
What?
No, just the immediate back. Going, oh no, because he hates betting. This is
well, yeah, you're around. It is a different round than when you were here.
Yeah, and it holds your thought that it was going to be worse than it was.
Cool. All right. So I'm going to share. Coho is going to keep track, I'm hoping.
I am indeed.
Of the groups. Oh. Sorry. I messed up. Trios, moving forward. You have a 3-word minimum on your names. The only one that gets to break that rule is Drugs, because they were here before. You have 3 words. I am not typing "we can't go on, we will go on" anymore. I will rig the game and make you lose. I've never done it since I've worked here, but I will. I'm tired of typing them. So be better. Come up with 3 words. Mine, self-deprecating. We couldn't know how to spell it all season long, but we were self-deprecating. 1 word. Got it? 3 word. Oh, yeah. 3-word maximum. You can go lower. You can whatever. Yes. Yes, it does.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it does. You're also probably not going to be great at naming your team names. It's never been the thing. What is that? They have to be real words, too. Okay.
What are the things Scrabble rules?
Shut up. Because I am. Because are you editing?
Send them to me, and I will confirm with Cody. Let's just say that.
Fine.
Team names. That's it. Okay. Cool. Just to let also everybody know, we will be back in action January 6th. No, January 5th. Whoa. Oh. Pause. I did that before. January 5th. We will be doing January 5th. We will start setting up green rooms. We will be back live, starting to do that. So make sure you. I don't want to hear, oh, what, blah, blah. Listen, we're all pissed too because we have to get back to work. Okay, January 5th. Fuck. You know it's really bad because that day is my wife's birthday. So I've said that forever, and then things happened in DC and changed everything. All right, we're not. We were not associated. I just want that on the record too. I keep saying it, but weren't there in Missouri when it happened. Just want that on the record. Okay, cool. Even though I blame my wife for making it happen. Okay. So Drugs. Once all the teams have been selected, Drugs gets 1 benefit. They get to replace 1 team in their group
with another
and change it with another team's group. So 1 group may be bad. They also have the benefit if they get done with it and they'll be like, I like my group. We're going to keep it. They can do that too. Hopefully that decision will be made tonight live on the call. So
yes,
before we end it. Okay. Y'all ready to see your teams?
It's going to be fun.
Oh, God. What is my team going to be?
God damn it.
Boat is killing it, right?
All the comments. That's great.
Oh, yes. Okay. I don't know what this is going to be. So here we go.
Great. Let's do it.
Okay. Dylan Van Dyne is going to start on Group B.
You spelled his name wrong.
Wait,
It starts with an S, then a C, U.
Oh yeah, scumbag Dylan Van Dyke. He's the only one keeping his nickname. Scumbag.
I want to be clear. He's in Group B right now.
Yes.
Got it.
This is the best, so no one knows. So now the person next out of the hat will be Dylan's partner.
Mhm.
Oh. Yes. Spence.
Oh.
Put the writers on one.
Yeah,
Two
love
right.
that for the writers.
Also, I want you guys to keep track of a list. Somebody can write it down. But if a team, so if like Grumpy Old Men, if it gets to Grumpy Old Men and Tony Durso, and then Jeremy Adams also gets selected, the last name has to be put back in the wheel. So okay.
Yep.
Okay.
I have all the former teams up in front of me as well. So
Never mind.
No problem.
Dylan, that's a good team. That's a good team. I bet they get pilled over to play first round. All right. First team in Group C. Igor Kosick. Igor's first teammate will be Scott Harvey. Okay. And their partner will be John Marr.
That is a sneaky good team.
Good team.
Yeah, I like that team. All right. This will be the first team in Group D. Luis. Me. Okay. We're gonna be all over the place. That's gonna be interesting. And oh God.
Oh.
So you have two international players who probably understand World Cup before most of us Americans do, and then Cody.
The amount of stupid chat. Oh, this is me and Nazario all over again. I'm gonna pay Kaiser $10 to just throw the challenge on the first question.
What a challenge!
I mean, we'll probably be down in points anyway, so I don't know if it's gonna.
Cody, if you all don't show up to your matches in like sunglasses, I'm gonna be upset.
I don't think I own them, but we'll see. All right, so this is going to be the first team in Drugs' group.
Yep.
Jeremy Potters.
Okay.
Matt. Okay. The 90s are on lock right now.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Wow.
That's a team.
What a team!
That's a team.
That's a team and a half. Wow.
All right. Okay.
No, it's getting moved out of there. Yeah, their group.
Second person in Group B. Nick Carley. Jeremy Adams.
What?
Oh, okay. Hey,
Oh.
2 team members that were a part of a team last year now got Jeremy Adams, so
They did.
that's interesting.
Yeah, scheduling you and Luis, I'm interested to see how that works and if we have to pull in a replacement. But that'll be interesting. We'll cross that bridge when we get.
Wow.
Second team in Group C. Right?
Yeah, and see.
Hey.
All right.
Shaka.
Menchaca.
Hey.
Amaru.
My
Took your belt. Now you get to team up with him.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
Tisdall. That's a good team. Hey, as somebody that worked with Tisdall all last season, I would like that team up.
Yeah.
Gonna be bringing back Cage, all right.
All right, Luis, Kaiser, and myself, the first team, we will be having a battle between. Okay, Jacoby.
All right. Holtzman.
Okay, well, we can't go on.
That's okay. Well, Scott can't be picked, so that's safe.
Yep.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
I think we just
Okay.
got an early front runner for the team that's going to win.
Okay, well, Kaiser, Luis, we'll just forfeit one of their matches. We don't even have to worry about that.
Wow.
That's crazy. All right, you're in drugs right now.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Where going?
Okay.
Oh, top hats. The top hats. They're coming.
Oh,
We will be the Chipmunks.
Oh,
the
dear God.
oh.
And
All right.
talk about a chaotic team.
All
That
right.
is a chaotic
That
team.
is chaos incarnate.
Two people that will challenge even when they're 100% wrong on something.
Goodness gracious. What a team.
And then Ryan will hopefully know that this is movie melee and not TV.
Oh, okay.
Third team in Group B.
Mhm.
Kastner, Jake Marangoni,
Okay.
Eric.
Wow.
Good team.
It's a good team. That's a real good team.
All right. Third team in Group C is leading off Phil Carriola. His team partner will be Joe Fairley.
This is already a fun team.
And their runner will be Caleb
Oh.
Boatman.
Wow.
That's interesting.
That's really cool.
They could go very far. They cover a lot of bases.
How wild
Both
that
baby.
Joe manages to go 1 year with one half of Kumite and a Caleb, and the next year has the other half of Kumite and another Caleb.
Facts. Okay. This will be joining myself, Luis, and Kaiser, Cameron, Jacoby, Brian Michaels.
I'm just going to tell you, I'm going to do everything I can with our switch to get Coho, Will, and Ryan into your quadrant.
All right,
we got
JPO.
JPO. Brittany Tapley. Tyler Birch. Michael Campbell.
Campbell.
Who was the first member of that team? It was Brittany, Michael, and who?
JPO.
Yo, and
JPO.
Brittany
Yeah.
Tapley, Michael.
JPO sneaky good.
The last team right now will be in drugs. Dean Manis. Playing hot melee right now. So that'll be
That's real
interesting.
good.
Mike Hanley.
Mike motherfucking hand. Yo, Nazario, you got it! You got it, baby! And Melissa.
All right.
Melissa was playing really great last time we saw her. So
Last team in Group B. Joseph Olivas. Good name if it's in there.
Yeah.
Tyler Birch. All right, Tyler, get ready to go to the finals. He'll carry you to wherever.
Oh, wow.
wow,
That's interesting.
that's a good team.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
That might be this year's quote unquote like self.
Final team in Group C is Matthew Chen, Brandon Cohen,
This team's already just gassed. This is fun.
and Kurt Kolakowski.
Oh, what a fun team! Oh, I love it.
That's
And the last three names will be Jake Meltzer.
oh,
I just want to die in this group. That's fun. Aaron J. And Zachary Shelton. Zachary Shelton, also known as Thomas Scully, bailed out multiple times. So that is the groups. Those will be the teams that will play. We will run down those real quick. So the teams in Group A are drugs. So many drugs. Second team is we'll read them off.
Jeremy Potters, Matt Quare, and Andrew Bart.
Okay.
Caleb Coho, Will Cohen, and Ryan Payne. And Dean Manis, Mike Hanley, and Melissa Woody.
Pretty stacked teams.
In Group B, we have Dylan Van Fine, Adelaide Spence, and Tony Durso. Nick Carley, Jeremy Adams, and Cameron Redshaw. Robert Kastner, Jake Marangoni, and Eric Moreno. And Joseph Olivas, Tyler Birch, and Raiko Kreminitz. In Group C, Igor Kosik, Scott Harvey, and John Marr. Mark Menchaca, Amaru Moses, and Anthony Tisdall. Bill Carriola, Joe Fairley, and Caleb Boatman. Matthew Chen, Brandon Cohen, and Kurt Kowalkowski. And in Group D, Luis Boos, Cody Newberry, and Kaiser Wang. Jacoby Bancroft, Cameron Holtzman, and Brian Michaels.
Gosh.
Gordon Owens, Brittany Tapley, and Michael Campbell.
Jeez.
Jake Meltzer, Aaron J., and Zach Schultz.
We don't have an easy match, and we are considered the layups because Kaiser is going to be focused on fandom. Luis has got skills, and I'm one of the worst trivia players that's ever
I
existed.
just want to be clear. I thought I was mean to my teammates. Holy shit. Oh, wait, hold on. No, yeah. Holy shit. I've never just seen a bigger, like, my teammates suck message ever.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Jake always building camaraderie. He just loves he loves the help. He loves to help everybody. Drugs, are you working on your decision?
Yeah, we're talking right now.
Okay. You have some teams in mind.
I definitely have a suggestion I want to make.
I will give you $10 right now if you get me the hell out of that group.
Well,
It's an easy win for you, but I would like to stay the hell out of the group that I'm currently in.
I'd be so happy. Get Drugs out of the group.
Who?
If they move to D, if they swap you guys, fucking.
If you take Quayla, Barr, and Potters and drop them over there and replace us, that's a good move. You should do that.
Yeah.
And then we die regardless, but then I get to play Mike Hanley, and I will take Mike Hanley. And then I get a rematch of Drugs. But no, I don't care either way. That's crazy. I can't wait for this. Trios. You can drop any questions. Yeah, Kaiser, we're 100. Like, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Ask your questions.
And I will not be getting into the gym to work out back muscles. Kaiser, you need to do that because I'm not carrying fucking anybody.
Around the world in 30
Don't be
matches.
pussies. I would like to play you right now. I would like to play you and Mike. Fuck you both. Because we're going to be out of round one. We're gone. 0 to 5. Hey, that's just the world working back itself. Like, we needed to counter it back because Tisdall, Mark, and Amara, or who's your other partner?
Oh, you got it, Tisdall.
Oh, that's a fun team. That
is a fun. All these teams are really fun.
Dylan, who is Dylan with? Dylan was the first
Dylan
team.
Spence and Durso is fire. That's such a fun team.
Yeah. For strength in round 2, it is only picked for. You can get one super. Yeah, you can get one super specific, and then you get a general category, which will not be strength level. That was the confusion a lot this season, and it happened multiple times. When you take a general category, they say comic book movies, it's not written at a strength level. No. It's written at general level, regardless if you think you're good at it. It should be easier than strength level stuff. So, but yeah, you could pick MCU and then comic book movies. You could pick musicals and who's that? Billy Wilder. Like, you could do that stuff. But there's only one strength per person, same as normal. Any questions moving forward? We'll be back live. The channel will be up and running on February. First week of February, I believe, is when we'll do the upload of Last One Standing, and then the following week we will do the first matches. So, again, random draw. Like, that's exactly how I wanted it to be. So, just wish that fucking hat wasn't broken. True. And gave Kaiser and Luis somebody they could actually win with. And when we're waiting Drugs, they're probably doing a code name of porn stars again.
Yeah, no kidding.
What are you talking about? That was never on air.
I still have the clip.
Please don't.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
I don't know.
Dylan
I wish.
did
Can you share? Do you have it like typed out, Coho? Can you share it on the screen?
Yeah, I can in a second. Let me get it. Moved
Okay.
over.
Because then we can just openly like see where they're going. Kaiser. I know. I'm just hoping for a 1-pointer. Like, let's tie once, Let's have some fun.
Okay.
Hold on. Wait till it gets on the screen, and then you can make your decision.
I gotta finish. I gotta finish typing them in here. But yeah.
You have a decision. Also, to answer Aubrey's question, so one more time, how is fandom getting replaced in round 3? It's gone. You cannot pick fandom in round 3 anymore. Complete.
And we're not replacing it with anything itself. It was an extra category to begin with. Animation and animation and comic book movies are just whatever they can be. You're just getting those options. You just don't get both. Yeah. Like, they're going to continue on their channel and everything, but MCU or what else? Can we pick that? Did I hit it? No, you can pick that in round 2. Just round 2. They're going to continue we have it over here. It's like Men in Black. We have to it didn't happen. It doesn't exist anymore. Not here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Any other matches in Act 1 can we hear about outside the pictures? I can look at that while Coho's doing his other work.
About the team's picture, maybe after that will the team's picture that will lead to the winner of Chocolate and Judgment City.
Yeah, we can do that. Just to let you know, there is something in the works right now. I do need to put this out there. Now that the news is broke, I don't know if anybody has this skill on this channel. I don't know. I'm looking for somebody for thumbnails. I don't actively have thumbnails right now. I need somebody that's willing to help me out. They do not have to be top of the line like they have been in years past. It doesn't really matter. I just need something to be able to put on my videos with the matches and maybe their faces if possible, if that's something you can do. So I am looking for a thumbnail person. And we have a member of the team. We actually have 2 members of the team kind of working on them, but I don't know which, how it's all going to work. But yeah, Nick, enjoy the ride. Dude, last year was so much fun getting carried every match. Dude, just have fun. And just don't talk out if you don't feel like you're having a great night of trivia, just don't talk out the good players, or just let them just answer. And you just because if they get it wrong, it's on them and they look terrible. But for you, you're like, yeah, man, we tried. We had fun. Joseph and Tisdall cost us the title match, and that sucks. But they couldn't carry enough, that's what ends up happening. I was what I was going to be. So let's be real. Looking for that, and then what was the other one that I was looking for thumbnails? Oh, and a website is in the works.
We will have one. Yeah.
A website is in the works currently, where it will continue as is, just not under the same domain. And there will be a blog section. Ooh, Eric, please hit me up. I'm not pay to win. I'm not to give you a title match, but that will be beneficial.
No, we are absolutely pay to win.
We're launching a Patreon. If you give me $150, I'll make you a title match right now. I'll give you a belt.
Every $10 you Venmo to me, I will give you a 1-point head start. Yes, we are going to become
as the scumbag said in the meeting recently. We have not ruled out microtransactions.
Microtransactions,
yeah.
We're still considering.
Hey, oh crap! Sexual chocolate, you just missed your 4-point question to win the match. For $10.99, we'll give you another 4-point question.
Maybe we can get a Captain Morgan sponsorship. We'll see.
Oh, come on.
That's just cheap at this point.
That's so old, man. At least say a Blue Chew sponsorship.
But no, I want to really say there is I need Future Melee. I'm I'm working on. So Roundtable is going to take a hiatus as of right now. I'm working on an idea of bringing it back in a different format. Basically, Tim used to edit it. I don't want to add another thing to edit. Drop the link. I don't want to edit another thing, and that just sounds like me being like whiny, but I just don't. I love it. We should get a Sprinkle sponsor. He's right here. But what I want to do is I might like pick the panel, pick the movies, drop them on the channel on the Facebook group of what the 6 movies are, and then do the show live, and then people can like hop in and like talk about if they watched along with us or give feedback. That's the idea that I'm working on right now, but I don't know if it's for sure going to happen. But I still love Roundtable, and the idea that Payson, Barr, and Kirk are working on, I really like the idea. Would never be on it, but I love the idea. So, because I'm not made for that show. Yes, absolutely. Oh, sorry, I said that out loud, but Ryko's typed to me. Yes, that's. Oh God, I'm too old for this right now. He sent me a message. Can I do this? And I put yeah to you guys live on the channel. So. More live content, brings people together. That is the time. Can I do Roundtable again? It's been a bit. I definitely would love to be on again. Yes, absolutely. I'm sorry I haven't got you on. Like, again, remind me. If you want to know how I do it, how I've done it forever, I get into Messenger, I see who's alive online, and then just start sending messages to see if they can do it. If you're not all the time, sometimes I just don't see it, but I love it. Asking again, can we get a graphic for the trio groups? What do you mean?
I think just like, yeah, that's a good point.
Like, you mean like something that we can post on the Facebook page of all the people? Yeah, we can do that. Now that I got Eric's got that ability and stuff, maybe I'll ask him if he can put that together. I don't know. I'm not going to try to overuse Eric, but if he's got skills, then maybe we can work something out. Seeing who's in each group stage. Yeah. I asked Coho if he's typing that out. I don't know if he is, but that's what we're hoping for.
Yeah,
Have you decided?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I'm just waiting for Coho.
So we can announce it right now until it's in the group stage. So what is your decision, Payson and drugs?
Okay. We, as much as I would love to have you, Luis, and Kaiser play Coho, Will, and Ryan for personal reasons, we're not going to be doing that. We are getting rid of Barr, Jeremy Potters, and Matt Quaylar. I think that is a really scary team, and that is not worth a group match play style if I'm booking the show. And we're going to replace them with another team in your quadrant. We are replacing them with GPO, Brittany Tapley, and Michael Campbell.
So you just made our group stages even harder. I appreciate.
You gotta earn it. You gotta earn it. You gotta earn it, Cody.
What do you mean I gotta earn it?
You gotta earn it.
You don't. You're not earning it. Whatever. That's right. All right.
Last year.
Do you have the thing typed up, Cole? Can you share? While you're dying? He's battling pneumonia, if y'all want to know.
That's no fun.
Okay, so what was the change?
So Barr, Matt, and Jeremy Potters are out of Group A, and they are replacing Michael Campbell, Jordan Owens, and Brittany Tapley in Group D. Jesus Christ. Our group is just the worst. You just didn't want to see us in the finals again. That's what you wanted. I got you.
I mean, that also, like, look, any team in that quadrant should be thankful for what we did, because as far as I'm concerned, Jacoby, Cameron, and Brian Michaels, that's this year's grumpy old men. Like, that's the one that if I were to put money right now, that's the team that's winning, hands down.
So it's the team that's going to lose in the late rounds.
Who knows? Do your job next time.
Choking on Pringles. Yes. So I think me, Luis, and Kaiser's name is going to be just challenge. Because then when you say it, I can just put in the clip of is that a challenge, and then we can just do that. What's B? Tony, Spence, Dylan, that's a great team. Oh, that's not easy. Cat, oh, that's not. You know what? That's a hunt. I'm so glad I'm not in B. So glad I'm not in B's because Jake Meltzer has to go and start lifting weights on his back to carry his team. Maybe me and Kaiser can, like, shock the world.
And you have been on a team that beat Meltzer before, so don't count yourself
out. Outbreak, baby.
Donald Sutherland.
But yeah, I'm going to try to work to see if I can put these in a graphic because I don't know how much Eric's skills are. But yeah. Hold on. You have an idea from Yeah. Yeah. So I think that's the show. If you got any questions, let us know.
If you have any other questions, shoot them this way.
My team won't hear about this disrespect. That's incredible.
It's not disrespect. We want to play you guys. I've never played Michael Campbell.
Yeah, you kind of suck. Like you didn't do the betterment for content. You just did the betterment for you, and that's just what you are, and that's fine.
Look, of course.
If I got the power, if me, Joseph, in here right now, I'm telling you who we would have picked easily.
Who would you have picked?
I would have picked. I would have picked Robert Kastner, Jake Marangoni, Eric Moreno.
And who do you swap them out for?
Out of your group?
No, out of your group.
Oh, easily. Aaron, Jay, Jake Meltzer, Zachary Shaw.
I would 100% believe you.
I'm a content guy.
I
I want content.
Oh, yes.
Me versus Jake Marangoni. Comedy.
I would 100% believe that's who you swap.
You don't believe me?
I 100% believe you.
Is this where you sign up for the free vote? Yes, Bill. You're not in it. You almost didn't make trios, Bill. If you want my honest opinion. We were cutting each day, having to cut people, and then you just said, hey, I'm going to play last minute, last hour. So, what day are the awards? Famously, if anybody knows me from the past, I hate awards. Not that I don't think you're credible, like you don't deserve your moment, you don't deserve any of that stuff.
Sure, Michael, you can believe that. You can also believe the Earth is flat. It's not true, but
I mean it is.
Whoa! Okay.
And there were gold plates in the Earth too. Anyways, here we go.
I would like to say also, I am famously not very good at calling people out, so you never know what can happen here.
That's also true. You're definitely going to whoop his ass in the first round.
Very true.
And trios could turn out to be a singles career. Okay, so what was I going to say? Fuck, I had it and I missed it.
Awards.
I hate awards. I hate them. I won't be involved in that. That's not my bad. We already have our nominees set up. The awards have to be determined. I'm going to leave that in the hand of Payson, Dylan, Mark, and Cole. And then they will pick a day that they're all free, and they can dress up nice and do whatever, and announce the awards and do all that stuff. That's something I will just not be a part of. I love that you guys love them. I just don't love them because it turns most of the time into an ego fest, and I don't love that. So, but no, there are some deserving. I got heated in one of the discussions this past time, so like it happens. So I'm excited for it. Probably sometime in like after the holidays, probably before, probably in January. I would say we probably go live. I don't know though. They'll tell you all that.
Typically, we've aimed for the first the first Sunday in January, historically. So I would say maybe that at least, but we'll all have to talk about it. So
Awesome. Did you all want to have a writer's room?
That's in the Cody. That's in the writer's.
What?
Don't say that out loud. That is in our
Why?
writer's room chat.
What does that matter? It's not like confidential
It's
information.
just weird. It's just weird to say that.
Don't tell me what to do, all right? Friend, stop being disrespectful.
Hey, sweetie, when you come home, can you please grab some chips from the grocery store? I'm sorry.
You don't have anybody that loves you. Don't lie on call.
I was talking about my mom, you asshole.
Well, she don't love you either.
Oh.
The Departed sucks. Say booger. Yeah. Go fuck yourself, San Diego. Yeah. So that's it. Cool. Boop, boop.
I think we're good.
I think we are good. Oh Lord. Anything else before we go? Can't wait for trios. Trios will be kicking off group play. We will do our best to update it in the Facebook group and on the website of like the updated standings once they go live, and where the bracket sits. We'll probably update that every like Monday. Again, we don't have a scheduled basis. If they're going to go Tuesday, Thursday, or into Friday, I don't really want to just battle. I don't think there's much battle. I just think there are two separate groups at this point. But I'm thinking maybe Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but they have early Friday. Who knows? They'll come on the channel. You'll see them when they come live. Oh yes, Matt, Mark, and myself. TV Chronicles video store. We're starting our season 2, which we are starting to record season 2. You're still in season 1 of our first show. We have Breaking Bad, The Wire, and Odds. We do deep dives, 3 episodes from each show each week. We talk about it, we discuss it, we see whether we like it, we hate it. We have a mini series after that where we do Band of Brothers, 11, 22, 63, and Chernobyl. Great miniseries. And then in season 2 of our show, The Sopranos, Mad Men, The Shield.
There you go.
Nice.
Got it.
Those 3 shows, 3 episodes, 4 episodes sometimes where we're getting there. We just discuss. Me and Matt did we met weekly and did this podcast and had a blast doing it. Can't wait for season 2. Enjoy what's happening in season 1 currently. I think it's still here. That's true.
Trying to think of anything else we need to cover before we wrap this one up. No, yeah. Just a bunch of teams matches to look out for. We got 8 rookie teams. We got a bunch of matches that are happening in Act 1 that are going to be building up towards the summer.
Did you want to talk about something? We did say that the team's picture leading into the second act, like what's some matches to expect besides the debuts?
Sure. So I can tell you about 3 teams matches that are going to happen that are leading into the Act 2 title match. You won't have to wait long to see Back to Formula. They will be playing your Milwaukee Bears. It's a rematch. Then you won't have to wait long to see Blame Canada either. They are playing Kumite. And the Jersey Boys, they are getting their match, and they will be playing Sam and Tom. So those are 3 matchups you can expect in Act 1 to have implications on Act 2.
Kumite and Belgium Canada back to formula versus Beers is a match that launches you farther into Act 2. Like, it's not like you have to play more matches. Like, that's one of your matches to get over the hurdle to get to that step. So, again, also, if anybody was left out of a trios and stuff this year, listen, I didn't make all the cuts. I didn't just go in there and pick my friends. Brooklyn signed up. I love Brooklyn. Jim Green signed up. Love Jim Green. I had to make cuts. Every time somebody signed up, I kind of went with just variety and stuff. And if you played in trios before, I probably put you back in there. There were some rookies that didn't get a shot in there. And I also took into account singles record. We took singles record, how you played overall in the league. We had to narrow down somehow overall, and that's just where it ended up lying. It was nothing personal. I gave the list to the entire group. They decided to start. They made their suggestions, and we made the cuts where we made them. But also, like last year, Thomas Scully was in this. Thomas Scully got dropped. Zachary Shelton had to fill in at times. So I will reach out to people to fill those spots if we ever have dropouts. Like me, Luis, and Kaiser are on complete weird time zones. So who knows? I may have to drop. They may just have to play too early in the day. Who knows? We will play that all by ear, but there was nothing personal on trios. I just have a limited. If I could make this 18, 20 teams, I would. But again, we have a time crunch to fill it all in, and I just don't want to make it too big where we don't finish our job. But yeah, we're having a great season. The season coming up. Turmoil will be back this season. Last one standing, the same thing we've always done. It will kick off the season like we have done in the past. Again, if you have ideas for a show, no, you're not guaranteed anything. I will not say it to sure, we have time to fill. No, I want everybody to have fun. But if we do, me and Mike have talked about it, if we want to do a live watch along sometime, and just bring people on, let's do a Manning cast of a movie, that would be fun. We can do that. The creative thing, we can just have some fun with this channel and do what we used to do back in 2020 when the world shut down and that's all we had. So let's just have some fun with it. Don't poo-poo. But I love the group that we've created. Again, I want to make this very clear. I'm sorry, this is the last thing. Zero pushback from me and our group if you play over in fandom or you play over in fan zone. I do not care. 100% support what you want to do. There are some fandom was the one division that I loved more than anything. I managed for years there. Now, with that being said, with the separation, with the break, I will not be participating over there. That's just a personal choice I made. If we can't work together on a channel, I don't want to be there as just a competitor and stuff. I feel gross. But with that being said, go play, have fun, be a champion. They do an amazing job with that show. They do great stuff. Go watch Fanzone. They do amazing stuff. I wanted to play Kirk another time. It ain't gonna happen. But overall, they're doing the last one standing there. Enjoy it. Have fun with the programs that you did. I have zero hard feelings for the competitors that play there. Plus, I've never thought about why make it. I don't sign you guys to exclusive contracts. None of you guys get paid. Anywhere the hell you want. Nazario, if you put it on Pluto, he'd show up probably because the man's just obsessed with trivia and complaining. So just play. Have fun. Go be a champion. Enjoy your time. Support them. Support us. No hard feelings. Now, with that being said, their stuff's not going to be shared on our Facebook page. They want to be separate. We're going to be separate. It's just how it is. You can't have both. So...
exactly, Michael. Like Michael said, we've had a lot of
people are still, yeah. And if anybody burned bridges more than that, that would be that.
Sorry, go ahead.
I just have no interest of tracking down where players are playing and then holding a grudge against them for playing a thing that they used to play here. No shit.
It's been a long time since we've had a channel split on this level in this community. So for a lot of the newer people who are experiencing this for the first time, it's used to be a pretty frequent every 8-month occurrence that a channel would split and a new one would form. Multiplex is born out of one of those. We've just been very fortunate that for the last 7 years we've been able to do this. And that means play over there, support them, have fun over there, play here, support us, have fun here.
I mean, Cole's probably playing over there. Mark's probably going to play over there. Peyton's probably playing over there. There are players that are going to still play. Don't poo-poo. And if you don't, if you're not playing, if you're not actively going to play over there, please, out of a courtesy of them, let them know. Tell them that you don't want to play there because but do not do it as a sworn allegiance to Multiplex. No. That's fucking weird. That's okay? True. There's no blood oath that you can get, and there's no higher seed microtransactions, but there's no extra things that you can get from me from doing that. I wish Tim and Nick all the happiness in the world. I want them to be happy. I want them to do what they want to be, and I want them to be successful at it. That doesn't mean we have to carry on and be the best friends anymore. But do not do it because you think it will make me mad. Zero. I probably won't even know you're doing it. If you want to finish.
And I just want to say this is coming from my mouth. This is not like on behalf of anyone else. I just want to say, even though they were a separate league, I do personally want to thank Tim and Nick for the help that they put into Multiplex. They've helped run everything. Tuig is someone that I've never really been like super close with, but we've always got along, and it's always fun to talk with him. Tim is someone who I do consider a friend, and I do wish them good luck in their future endeavors. And I just want to say thank you for all the hard work you put into this channel in the past.
Yeah, you're going to see some difference from us. Like, we're having to pick up a lot from where Tim would just basically cover a lot of those bases. And Tim, Tuig was also just a great ideas guy, bouncing things off. He's just we're going to have to learn how to walk a little bit again on certain things, like playlists on YouTube, covering our Facebook group as much as we do. I don't think we're going to follow the same suit of I think we already have an Instagram and Twitter, but I don't think we use them. I don't know how active we'll be on those things, but I'm saying where we've always been is where you'll find us, and we'll continue. But again, I'm more excited about this season than I've ever been, because this past season we had a return of some great players that once stepped away, and that was I sat down with Coho and Boatman and the group back in the time and said, I want to we need to change something because we have lost 8 to 10 top tier players. And of that 8 to 10, the only one that hasn't returned right now is Brian Michaels fully in bar. That's impressive. Michael Campbell just came back to trios. That's something I've been wanting for a really long time, but I don't want to pressure him to come. Olivas came, Meltzer, Redshaw. The list goes on and on. So that's what I wanted to do.
Back to trios this year. He never fully left, but
that's what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to successfully create, and it did it, and it worked in a tenfold. So that's what's happening. So, okay. I think that's where we're going to end it. Again, I appreciate everybody for sticking with us. But again, new beginning, same story, but we'll be continuing on. Thanks for standing by us. We will see you in 2025.
Goodbye. Later.
I'll be right here.
After you, Junior.
We'll always have Paris.
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Think it'll work?
It would take a fair.
Goodbye.